Welcome to this explainer. I am so glad you're joining us today. We're going to treat this like a practical masterclass on American workplace communication. I'll be speaking very slowly and very deliberately so you can clearly hear every single word. Our goal today is to help you master the exact phrases and cultural rules you need to succeed at work. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our step-by-step roadmap for today. First impressions. Second, upgrading conversations. Third, understanding sarcasm. Fourth, conflict and boundaries. Fifth, written and verbal communication. And finally, number 6, your success checklist. Module 1, First Impressions, Appearance, and Nonverbal Clues. In this first lesson, we're going to look at the exact words, idioms, and social rules you need to communicate naturally, starting with how to make a powerful initial impact. In the United States, professionals often talk about putting your best foot forward. This is a wonderful idiom which means to show your best qualities and make a great initial effort. You know, your appearance is the very first thing people noticed. You absolutely do not need to wear expensive luxury clothing. Instead, your clothes should just look crisp. Crisp means clean, neatly ironed, and professional. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is a fascinating psychological strategy called mirroring. To mirror means to subtly match the body language, posture, and tone of the person you are speaking with. If your colleague uses open, relaxed hand gestures, you should do the exact same. It communicates a strong, positive message before you even speak a single word. However, there are certain negative physical gestures you absolutely must avoid. While you should maintain natural eye contact and keep your shoulders nice and relaxed, you must avoid pointing fingers at people because this looks very aggressive. You must also never roll your eyes. Rolling your eyes means moving your eyes upward to show that you are annoyed, bored, or disrespectful. Module 2, Upgrading Conversations, Advanced Greetings, and Small Talk. Now that you know exactly how to look professional, it's time to speak. We are going to upgrade your verbal vocabulary. To start a conversation with a stranger or a new colleague, you need to break the ice. This is a very common idiom. It simply means to make a social situation feel comfortable and relaxed. You already know basic greetings like hello or good morning, but let's upgrade your vocabulary with 3 advanced ways to open a conversation. Number 1, great to finally connect with you. You use this phrase when you meet someone in person after emailing them for a long time. Number 2, good to see you. This is a very warm greeting for a coworker you already know well. And number 3, how is your day treating you? This is a highly polite modern alternative to a standard hello. In America, coworkers really build their relationships through light, informal conversation called small talk. Safe topics include the weather, sports, movies, or weekend plans. You can easily start small talk by asking, any fun plans for the weekend? Or did you catch the game last night? But please remember, there are sensitive topics you must strictly avoid. Do not discuss politics, religion, salary, or medical issues. These topics will definitely cause tension. So the crucial point is, you must avoid oversharing. To overshare means to give way too much deeply personal or emotional information. Doing this makes American coworkers highly uncomfortable, so we want to be very careful. Let's contrast an inappropriate emotional response with a professional one. If you're having a difficult week, do not overshare by saying, my family is fighting, my house is a mess, and I am losing my mind. Instead, you can use this excellent professional idiom. I've had a pretty packed week, but I'm pushing through. A packed week means a very busy schedule, and pushing through means you are continuing to work hard despite being tired. Let's move to and see how this builds into Module 3, Understanding Sarcasm, Decoding Office Humor, and Irony. We are now entering the most complex part of American workplace communication. Humor is very common in American offices. Coworkers often use self-deprecating humor. Self-deprecating means making a joke about your own flaws or mistakes, just to show you don't take yourself too seriously. For example, a manager might laugh and say, "Don't let me touch the computer today. I am technologically challenged." Now, let's discuss sarcasm. Sarcasm is a form of humor where a person says the exact opposite of what they actually mean, usually to highlight a mistake or a bad situation. Please remember, you must not take these phrases literally. Let's study a real-world example. Imagine a coworker accidentally drops a large stack of papers, making a huge mess all over the floor. They look at the mess and say, well, that was graceful. Do they mean they were graceful? No, definitely not. They are using irony to playfully mock their own clumsiness. And this brilliantly illustrates our next example. Imagine your team is forced to work late on a Friday night until midnight. A colleague sighs deeply and says, I just love spending my Friday nights staring at spreadsheets. They are showing frustration through irony. They absolutely do not love it. Module 4. Conflict and Boundaries. Handling Difficult Conversations. We will now seamlessly bridge into how to politely handle disagreements and maintain strictly professional boundaries in the office. Listen, mistakes happen to everyone. When they do, follow this highly effective 3-step formula for professional apologies. Step 1, say sorry. Step 2, explain briefly. Step 3, offer a solution. This straightforward structure shows total accountability without relying on heavy, unprofessional excuses. Notice the drastic difference in these two approaches. When you need help, aggressive demands like, give me that, or person-focused complaints like, you made a mistake, sound very rude. Instead, use polite requests. Focus purely on solving the problem together by asking, could you help me? Or, I noticed an issue. Physical boundaries are also deeply important. Americans highly value their personal physical space. Appropriate space means keeping about an arm's length of distance during conversations. Stick to professional handshakes or fist bumps. It is strictly inappropriate to move too close, to hug, or to touch a coworker's shoulders. Module 5, Written and Verbal Communication. Email and Phone Etiquette. Let's transition to the rules of digital communication. When you are writing an email or making a phone call, perfect clarity is your absolute ultimate goal. I want to walk you through the exact 4 steps needed to build a perfectly organized American workplace email. Step 1, write a direct subject line. Step 2, provide a polite greeting, for example, hello, Mr. Smith. Step 3, write a clear, brief body paragraph. And Step 4, add a professional closing, such as best regards. Module 6, Success Checklist. Your checklist for success. We are wrapping up our masterclass today with a quick, helpful review of our core takeaways. Here is your final summary to keep in mind. Maintain a neat appearance. Respect personal boundaries. Stick to safe small talk. Keep your emails clear. And remember, always choose formal language when you are unsure. If you follow these simple rules, you will absolutely thrive in your career. So, I leave you with this question. How will you put your best foot forward tomorrow?